There was a time when Marcus Whitaker believed his life was already decided. He lived in a small neighborhood on the outskirts of Detroit. Not the kind of place you see in movies, unless the movie was about struggle. Every morning, Marcus woke up at 5:30 a.m. Same cracked ceiling. Same old alarm clock. Same quiet thought in his head. This can't be it, right? But every day looked exactly the same. He worked at a local warehouse, stacking boxes for 10 hours straight. No promotion. No recognition. Just repetition. And the worst part? Everyone around him had already accepted it. "Man, this is life," his coworker Jamal once told him during lunch break. "You work, you pay bills, and you survive. That's it." Marcus nodded, but something inside him refused to agree. Because deep down, Marcus didn't just want to survive. He wanted more. One night, everything changed. Marcus was scrolling through his phone after work, exhausted, when he stumbled across a video. It was a man standing in front of a massive house, talking about success, wealth, and building a life beyond limits. Normally, Marcus would have skipped it. But this time, he didn't. The man said something that hit him like lightning. "Your life is only as big as your thinking." Marcus paused. Played it again. "Your life is only as big as your thinking." He sat up. For the first time in a long time, his mind wasn't tired. It was awake. That night, Marcus asked himself a question he had never dared to ask before. What if I'm thinking too small? Not, what if I fail? Not, what if it's hard? But, what if I'm capable of more than this? And that question changed everything. The next morning, Marcus didn't just wake up. He woke up different. He still went to the warehouse. Still stacked boxes. Still clocked in. But something had shifted. While everyone else complained, Marcus started observing. While others took breaks, Marcus started planning. While people saw limits, Marcus started imagining possibilities. Instead of thinking, "I just need to pay my bills," Marcus started thinking, "What if I owned the company?" Instead of, "I need to survive this job," he thought, "What if this is just my starting point?" At first, it felt ridiculous. Even he laughed at himself. Owning a company? Him? A warehouse worker? But here's the thing about thinking big. It doesn't ask for permission. It challenges your reality. Marcus started small, but with a big vision. He began learning online every night. Business. Marketing. Technology. At first, it was confusing. Overwhelming. But he kept going. Because now, he had something he didn't have before. A reason. Weeks turned into months. Months turned into a year. Marcus was still working his job. But he wasn't the same man anymore. He had built something on the side. A small logistics service. At first, just helping local businesses move goods. Nothing fancy. Nothing big. Yet. But Marcus wasn't thinking small anymore. He wasn't asking, "How can I make a little extra money?" He was asking, "How can I build something that grows without me?" That mindset changed his actions. His actions changed his results. And his results changed his life. 2 years later, Marcus stood in front of a warehouse. But this time, he wasn't clocking in. He was the owner. The same type of building. The same smell of hard work. The same stacks of boxes. But everything felt different. Because now, he was the one giving opportunities. One day, a young employee walked up to him during lunch break. "Mr. Whitaker, how did you do it?" Marcus smiled. Because he remembered that version of himself. tired, confused, stuck. He looked at the young man and said, "It started the day I stopped thinking small." Marcus didn't have a rich background. He didn't have connections. He didn't win the lottery. He didn't get lucky. What he did have was a decision. A decision to think bigger than his current reality. A decision to believe in possibilities before seeing results. A decision to stop asking, "What if I can't?" and start asking, "What if I can?" Because here's the truth most people never realize. Your life doesn't change when your situation changes. Your life changes when your thinking changes. Most people stay stuck. Not because they lack ability, but because they think too small. They aim for comfort. They settle for average. They fear dreaming big. But the moment you expand your thinking, you expand your life. Marcus didn't just build a business. He built a new identity. A new mindset. A new reality. And it all started with one simple shift. From small thinking to big thinking. So now the question is, what are you thinking? Because whatever it is, that's exactly how big your life will become.